Hello everyone, my name is Darshin Chandrasekharan and today I present my research of the factor influencing tourist satisfaction in local tourist destination in Malaysia. This study focused on understanding the experience of student tourists and identifying the key elements that contribute to the overall satisfaction. Okay, now we move to second slide, research problem. Tourism is an important sector in Malaysia, contributing significantly to the economy. However, despite its growth, challenges are persist. Inconsistent service quality, poor facility, and pricing issues can negatively affect the tourist experience. Student tourists are a growing segment, yet their preference and satisfaction level are always overlooked. This study aims to explore these challenges and provide action and insight for the tourism operator. Next is research objective. The main objective of this study are to identify the factors that influence tourist satisfaction, evaluate the role of service quality, and assess the impact of facility and pricing on overall satisfaction. By achieving this objective, we hope to provide a clear understanding and what drives positivity among the student tourists to the experience. Next is research question. The primary research question of the study is what facility influence tourist satisfaction in local tourist destination in Malaysia. To support this, we also look three sub-questions. First is how does the service quality affect the satisfaction? Second is how good facility influence the tourist experience. And the last one is how does pricing affect perceived value? These questions guide our investigation to help us focus on the most important aspect of the tourist satisfaction to get their personally dissatisfied to come to Malaysia to tourist. Okay, we move to slide 5, literature review highlights. Tourist satisfaction is determined by several factors. Service quality, which includes staff friendliness, responsibility, and professionalism, is a major influence. Facilities such as cleanliness, accessibility, and amenities also play an important role. Pricing, while less critical than service or facility, affected perceived value, especially for students. Although previous studies explore this factor, few focus especially on local student tourists in Malaysia, which is a gap of the study accesses. We move to the next slide is a methodology. From the methodology, the study adopted a quantitative survey based on research design. We collected data from 80 Malaysian students using a structured questionnaire on a Google form. We have created a Google form and we let the 80 students to vote based on the question and what they feel from the data. I will explain one by one. The survey includes questions on the demographic, service quality, facilities, pricing, and overall satisfaction. Ethical considerations were observed, including obtaining consent and maintained confidently. The survey allowed us to capture the perspective of students and analyze how each factor contributes to their satisfaction. Okay, let's see the response profile. The response were primarily aged to 18 to 25, making up 62.5% of the sample, followed by 25% aged 26 to 35 and 12.5 over 36. Female responded representing 60% and male were respond to our Google form by 40%. This demographic profile shows that younger students are the main local tourists in this study, highlighting the importance of understanding their preference and needs. Okay, next is service quality finding. Service quality emerged to the key factor affecting satisfaction. 70% of the respondents agreed or strongly agreed that staff behavior met their expectation. Student emphasizes that Chrome, assistant, and quarters behavior significantly enhance their experience. For example, students visiting Penang appreciate author staff who provide clear instruction and respond quickly to requests which make their make them happy and enjoyable. For example, when a tourist coming to a hotel, if let's say they need to know something, where is the washroom, the staff must tell to the tourist in a polite way where is the toilet, and they must guide them how to go in, how to proceed with their what they need. Okay, next we see the facility finding. What we get the Google form answer, I mean the responder. Facility also play an important role in shaping satisfaction. 65% of response reported being satisfied with the cleanliness, accessibility and available amenities. Students highlighted the importance of well-maintained beaches, organized walkway and sitting area. These facilities contribute to comfort and convenience, making the tourist experience more positive and memorable. Okay, next is pricing finding. Pricing had a moderate impact of satisfaction. About 60% of students perceive the costs are reasonable. While F&D is important, service quality and facilities were considered more influential in shaping overall satisfaction. These indicate that students prioritize experience and comfort over cost alone, although reasonable pricing enhances the perceived value. Okay, now we move to the last two whole Google form we get know is overall satisfaction. Overall, 75% of respondents reportedly being satisfied or strongly satisfied with their visit. They demonstrate that the combination of Google service, well-maintained facility, and fair pricing lead to the positive tourist experience. It highlighted the interconnected nature of these factors and their collective contribution of satisfaction. Okay, the last is discussion and implication. The findings suggest that service quality is the most influential factor, followed by facility, with pricing having a moderate effect. This aligns with the previous study but add insight especially for student tourists in Malaysia. Practical implications include investigation in the training to the staff program, maintain facility and offering student-friendly pricing strategy. This measure can enhance satisfaction, encourage repeat visit and support the growth of local tourism to the tourists to visit our Malaysia. This is the last and the discussion and implication we get to know from the Google form. Now we move to the conclusion. In conclusion, tourist satisfaction in Malaysia is shaped by service quality, facility and pricing. Student tourist priorities friendly staff and well-maintained facility while appreciating reasonable pricing. This study fills the gap in understanding local student tourist behavior and provide action insight for tourism operator and policy maker. Improving these key areas are ensure positive experience, encourage repeat visit and strengthen the tourist sector. Whenever we implement the new what we need from the tourists, what the expectation, we hope that for the upcoming tourists will be happy to come Malaysia to satisfy what they need, and they will let their friends or cousins to let what is they get and what is the best they can come to visit Malaysia.